Hey, what's up, everybody? It's TP3 Swaghead 9, and I'm about to finish up my segment on Dwight Howard, and I'm talking about the Redskins and the rest of the NFC East, and some of the grades that Mel Kiper and a couple other guys gave them on their draft picks. Well, you heard it right there. A lot of people think that Dwight will stay in LA. I don't see him going anywhere else. I don't think any other big market teams have enough money to get him. The only place that I saw that I could understand him going, I know we were talking about it the other day. We were playing 2K. I think he's from Atlanta, and maybe they could work something out there. But other than that, I don't see him going anywhere else. Especially with all this media scrutiny, like the guy was talking about. Um, there's too many people out there right now that dislike Dwight Howard, and he wouldn't help that by changing teams again. So I think that he'll stay in LA. I think they'll work something out, and hopefully we'll find out soon. All right, we're back. We're at that time where I'm talking about the Redskins, my Redskins draft reaction. Now, I think I'm gonna do the pros first, like the experts. Talk about the grades that they gave, and stuff like that. Um, and who is this? All right, they have the grades from SB Nation's Dan Cater, ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr., CBS Sports Rob Rang, and SI.com's Chris Burke. All right, they have all four of them have graded. Cater has an A+ pick. Um, who his favorite pick is, and they tell everybody who that is, and then they have like a little write up for each team. Um, for the Dallas Cowboys, Mel Kiper gave them a C+. Dan, no, yeah, Dan Cater. Oh no, it's not Dan Cater. Rang, Dan, what's his name? Rob Rang. I'm sorry, Rob Rang gave them a B-. Chris Burke gave them a C+, and Dan Kadar, his A+ pick, was actually center Travis Frederick, which I thought a lot of people didn't like. The write-up says the Cowboys have been lambasted for the Frederick pick. That's what I thought for the Frederick pick, because they came up, they traded their, I think it was number 18 away, and then went back to 31, and they picked Frederick over Elam. Not because Frederick will turn out to be a bad player, but due to the fact that he was taken absurdly early, as noted by Cater. The next center was taken 76 picks later, and Frederick doesn't even have that much better tape than him. That said, things improved with tight end Gavin Escobar, who could end up being a big-time steal if he pans out. Now, a lot of people said they didn't like that pick, though, Gavin Escobar, because a lot of people were saying that he seems to be completely a receiving tight end. He doesn't really have a lot in terms of run help, run support, in terms of like his blocking. I'm not talking about like linebackers, but because they already have a receiving tight end in Witten, so a lot of people didn't know where they were going with that, but apparently SB Nation likes that. The New York Giants, Mel Kiper gave them a C+, Rob Rang gave them a B, Chris Burke gave them a B, and Cater's A+ pick was defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins. The write-up says Justin Pugh went higher than most figured he would, but it wasn't as big a reach as Frederick to the Cowboys. Hankins should immediately get some playing time, and DeMontre Moore might be the steal of the draft. Many feel him sliding as far as he did was surprising, given that he was once mocked as a third-round pick. There's an awful lot of potential in this draft class. That's not good for me. I'm a Redskins fan. Now, apparently the Eagles did just awesome. Mel Kiper gave them a B+, Rob Rang gave them an A-. Burke gave them a B+, and Cater's A+ pick was Zach Ertz, tight end. The Eagles turned heads when they drafted Matt Barkley And though it's unclear what his future will be like in Philadelphia, getting him in the 4th round has to qualify as a good pick by any standards. Offensive tackle Lane Johnson should immediately step into a starting job, and Zach Ertz should give the Eagles the dependable target that they've been after for a while now. Definitely a strong class for the Eagles, and that is a good draft pick by the Eagles, getting Lane Johnson, because one of their problems is they can't protect their quarterback, and when you can't protect your quarterback, you go get a left tackle, and I think Lane Johnson can play both left and right. He's from Oklahoma. He's supposed to be a beast, so we'll see how that goes. Now for the Washington Redskins. Mel Kiper gave them a C+. Rob Rang gave them an A-. Chris Burke gave them a C+. And Kadar's A+ pick is cornerback David Amerson. That's a big boy. I'm so excited we got him. I'm going to leave that for later, though. Aside from the random A grade from Rob Rang, the Redskins didn't pull in one of the top hauls this year. They traded their first round pick to land RG3, and the class suffered from that. On the other hand, Philip Thomas and Bakari Rambo could both find their way into starting roles as safeties, and cornerback David Amerson should also compete for a job, meaning Washington may have entirely revamped their secondary in one draft. That's why I didn't understand. I mean, that was the last pick. They also have the other conferences. I might look around, see if I like anything, and I'll let you know while I'm looking. But I'm going to talk as I do it. I felt that the Redskins did a good job. I don't understand what, I guess what I'm saying. I don't understand what a lot of the teams, a lot of the analysts are saying C+ and the C+ and didn't have a good draft. If you hadn't been paying attention, we just got 3 possible starters in our secondary. Not even mentioning the tight end Jordan Reed. He's a beast. If you watch his tape, he's a really good route runner. He catches the ball. Philip Thomas, he led the league. Then he led the nation in led the nation in interceptions at one point. Bakari Rambo is a ball hawk. He goes for the ball every single time. Chris Thompson, he's not going to be like, I see him being more of a returner, third down, screen back, almost like a replacement for Brandon Banks, almost like that X factor, that person with a lot of speed and elusiveness. I like that pick, Chris Thompson, since I don't think we're bringing Brandon Banks back. I think we released him already, and I don't think we're re-signing him. He's too much trouble. I think he got in too much trouble in during the off season. He couldn't stay healthy. He didn't really produce on the field either. So sorry, but Brandon Banks is gone. I like that pick, Brandon Jenkins. He can get to the passer. He could get to the quarterback, and even though that's all he could do, we don't really need him to do much more right now. We have a lot of very talented DNs and outside linebackers. The only one I wasn't sure about is this Juwan Jameson from Rutgers. I don't think we need any more running backs. I don't understand why we took one in the 7th round. That's the only pick I didn't really like. I like every other one of these picks. I see starters in David Amerson. I see a starter in Bakari Rambo. I see Chris Thompson getting a lot of time. I see Jordan Reed getting a lot of time if he doesn't start. I see Brandon Jenkins playing a huge role. I see out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I see only one of these guys not really doing anything. And that doesn't mean he won't, because a lot of people said Alfred Morris wouldn't do anything last year, and he proved everybody wrong. He shut everybody up. So I don't understand why everybody's in a big fuss about our draft. I like our draft. I think we did an excellent job. I'm also excited to see, for other players, I'm excited to see the Rams, because they went and they got Tavon Austin. Um, I'm excited to see what he does. I want to see what Tavon Austin does in the league. He was very elusive in college, and I want to see if he could bring that type of game to the league. Because he reminds me a lot of, Reggie Bush was elusive, and it took him a while to figure that out in the league. So I want to see what Austin can do. I'm excited for that. I want to see him make some people fall, do some amazing things. The stuff he did in high school and in college at West Virginia. So I'm excited to see what he does with his opportunity in St. Louis. He could be a really good, I guess you could call it like security blanket type target. I don't know. He won't really do. I don't think he'll do very well on the outside. I think he's too short. But he'll be an excellent slot receiver because there's not a linebacker in the league that can keep up with him. You could put him on the outside every now and then because even some of the corners can't keep up with him. He's so quick, so elusive. I'm really excited to see him play. I'm excited to see Geno Smith improve over the next couple of years and then prove a lot of people wrong. I do like Geno as a person. I follow him on Instagram. He seems like a really cool guy. So I hope he does prove a lot of people wrong and almost become like an Aaron Rodgers story. Sit for a couple years and then become one of the next superstar quarterbacks in the NFL. But that's it for the Redskins draft reaction. You should check this out on YouTube. I'm putting this up on YouTube as soon as I get home. I got my Redskins hat on, my RG3 sweatshirt. I'm excited for the season. Hashtag HTTR all day. I think we're going to have a good season. It's going to be a good year. But I'm going to get into the shout-out show for Dunson. He came in. He did an excellent job at Relay for Life. So I'm going to play a couple of his songs. So go check this out. I'm going to try to put this whole show up on Instagram. If you want to check this out, go to my YouTube page, SwagCat9. I'm also posting, every time I post a video, I share it on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, SwagCat9. And Facebook, Tillman Parker. Also, I post pictures on Instagram, SwagCat9 as well. So, check me out, and I'll keep you up to date with videos. And every time, I put random videos up there too, just me chilling out. So, follow me. I got maybe 4 subscribers right now. It's not a lot, but it's more than it was last time I talked about it. So, show your boys some love, and I'll show you love. All right? But that's it right now for Blazing It's Radio. We're going to get to the music. Next couple songs is going to be Dunson. I'll explain the names of the songs and the title of the album when I come back. But enjoy it. This is XFSR. Blazing It's Radio. I'm SwagCat9. Let's get it.